welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I can see that we've increased since the last time I put out the content, and I can just say thank you guys from my heart. Thank you so much for subscribing, for believing in me. thank you, right? But if you're yet to subscribe, please join this family that we are building. Thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. Please comment in the comment section. I'd like to hear from you. Thank you. So on today's video, we're talking about common mistakes people make in relationship. If you have been watching my videos, you would know that I always issue out a disclaimer, right? So I am not a relationship coach, I am not a relationship counselor, but I feel like someone who has been in a relationship and has been able to graduate to the realm of marriage. Glory. I have a thing or two to say as regards to this topic. Do you agree with me? Yeah. So let's move right into the agenda for today. So yes, the first common mistake people make in a relationship is giving out too much too early. You know, when you go into a new relationship, there's a butterfly in your stomach, the euphoria, like you're so excited, and some of us, we let it get into our head and we forget to conserve some of the informations we're supposed to conserve. We forget to withhold some of the vital informations that are not supposed to go out immediately. Wisdom demands that if you meet someone and it is not so long, you try to study them, you try to understand why they are in your life, you try to understand their level of understanding. Am I saying that you should keep secrets in relationship? No, but I'm also saying that you should have a sense of discretion so that you will not go regretting in the future, oh, this person betrayed me, I trusted this person with this piece of information and now it is all out. You need to understand the person's level of maturity. It could be a love relationship, it could be just a normal friendship, right? Refuse to give out so much too early to avoid future regrets. One mistake is entitlement mentality. And I would like to dish out at this point that nobody owes you anything. The earlier you come to terms with doubt, the better for you. So any good gesture or any good thing done to you by someone else in a relationship, whether it's your husband, whether it's your fiancé, your girlfriend, your best friend, whoever, see it as a goodwill that deserves appreciation. Don't think like, oh, he's supposed to do it, because you're going to get frustrated eventually, and nobody wants to be in a situation where they are always feeling like, oh, I'm obliged to doing this. Nobody wants to be in that point where they feel like, oh, they are obliged to do something for you. Everybody wants to be free. Everybody wants to enjoy freedom. So don't be the reason why somebody's constantly being troubled. Oh, I need to do this. This person will be angry. Eventually they might want to, they might want to just, leave you, right? They might want to just, okay, let me hold myself. I cannot always be under pressure. I'm saying this to say that don't put people under unnecessary pressure. Also put their thoughts, also put them into consideration when you're making so much of your demands and requests. Thing is high expectations. Why are you expecting perfection when you're not perfect? You feel like, oh, is he not supposed to know that he's supposed to do this for me? Is my boyfriend not supposed to know? Is my girlfriend not supposed to know that she's supposed to come to my house to cook for me? Hey, it's not my matter to hear this part. Let me not even elaborate or expatiate. This story is a story for another day, but let us not be distracted, right? Stop expecting too much from people, because you are going to end up having high blood pressure. Nobody can give it to you 100%. Why are you expecting perfection when you cannot give perfection? Nobody is perfect. We say that all the time when we are wrong, but when we are the one at the receiving end, it seems to change. Like, nobody is perfect. It only applies when you are the one that is the victim. But when it's another person, somebody should be perfect. It's not done. And I also like to say at this point that accept people for who they are and not for who you want them to be, right? Accept people. Some of you are like, oh, this person needs to treat me well because I'm going somewhere in the future. As much as it is good to know where you are going to and not to like think your current location, all of that, it is also expedient that your action should please match your current situation in some areas. Let me give this example. You know that one day you are going to be the president of the country, right? And you're very sure of it. But for now, that it is Buhari that is the president, if you see him, you now say, this one don't know that one day me to be president, I will not greet him. Is it possible? No. So please accept your situation part time and act accordingly. In some areas, right, wisdom is profitable to direct. Let me not make this point so long. The next point is actually very important to me because it is a principle that I tried my best so much in while I was dating my husband till we got married. Common mistake people do is reporting their spouse, right? This is not like other friendship. This is love relationship, right? Is reporting their spouse to a third party. Now, I like to say this at this point. Between you and your spouse, when you guys have issues, please, reasonable issues, mark my words, reasonable issues. There are times that you step on each other's toes. There are times that you offend each other, right? And it is not that they are abusing you. It's not that they are beating you. That is different. I'll come to that point. And then something that is just minor, something that is just a little, then you now go to report to another person. Maybe you go to tell your friends. When you guys eventually settle, right, they will use it against you. And even if they don't use it against you, they will still be looking at your partner in that same light, in that same eyes. Try your best as much as possible to not report your partner to another person for your own good, please. And now, which leads us to another point. Common mistake people do is refusal to report to someone else. Now, it's contradictory, right? Now, this is not even like spouse relationship alone. You're in a relationship where they are constantly abusing you, constantly making you feel less of yourself, constantly humiliating you, demoralizing you, devastating you. There's anyone like that. And you say, no, I love him. Let me not report to the third party. I heard on Eunice Daniel's channel. Don't report. Please, it's not my channel you had. I did not tell you that. Please carry your slippers on your head, run, go and report. Like, not just report, seek for advice, seek for professional advice if you can. Talk to your mom, talk to your dad, talk to people that you respect, talk to your pastor, talk to someone you know can actually respect you, so that you will not die in silence, so that your self-esteem will not be affected, so that your self-esteem will not be affected, so that your mental health will be sane. Please, I beg of you. Thank you. The last point, which is also very important, is refusing to let go when it's over. There are some relationships that are actually seasonal. You won't tell me that every friend you've met all your life are still in your life right now, right? Some friends are for a particular season. Know when to call it quits, because when they have passed the season that they are supposed to be in your life, they become toxic. Sometimes they begin to collect from you unknown to you. It becomes unnecessary. It becomes a burden. It becomes, I don't know, I like the word to use. Like, oh, you used to know somebody, the person was so nice, and now the person is rather toxic. The person is now, and you're still saying, we've known ourselves for 25 years, we've known ourselves for 10 years. Hey? So, is that how it's supposed to be? Please, I'm begging you. When it is time to let the person go, let the person go. Maybe they are no longer welcomed in your life. Maybe they are no longer necessary in the season of your life. Not because they are bad. Sometimes they don't even need to be bad. But you just need to let them go so that you can make progress, and so that they can also make progress, so that there will be room for you to meet other friends that are for your next level. Of course, there are friends that are for life. There are friends that, you know, they are no longer friends, they are now family. It's a whole different thing. I don't want to make this point so long. I hope you've learned one or two from this, and I'd also like to hear from you. Common mistakes you think people make in relationships that I have not mentioned here. Thank you so much. Subscribe on your way out of this channel. Thank you.